Hey guys, what's up? Josh Maule, the voice of Arizona Cycling, back with you for the final time in February. Let's rewind the clock back to 2 weeks ago when we had quite a big weekend of racing here in Arizona. First off, we were at the Valley of the Sun stage race, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days of great road racing with athletes from all over the country. Brandon McNulty came out for the time trial and smashed it with an incredible time of under 28 minutes, traveling at an average speed of 31 miles an hour before he hopped on a plane for Portugal. Unfortunately, Brandon had a little injury while he was racing over in Europe, so pelvic fracture, I believe it was. He's going to be back here recuperating, and then he's back racing. Now, while Saturday's road race was going on at the Valley of the Sun, a cold, wet, windy day, we had a few crashes in several of the fields, especially with the juniors, but of course, the 24 hours of the old Playable is getting ready to kick off, and we had a ton of riders out there, and let me tell you, Arizona represented well. Albert Weimer taking a second place in the single-speed solo category. We had teams in the four-man category going on top of the podium. It was an incredible weekend, and of course, it wouldn't have been an Epic Rides event without Kalen leading the group on the start. So quite a big weekend of racing. Sunday, we had the crit at the state capital for the Valley of the Sun road race. We had a lot of incredible action out there. In the men's 3 race, there was less than 45 seconds separating the top 5 in the GC going into the crit. The group stayed together for a pack sprint with the first crash of the day happening on the final lap. Drew Sakato taking the brunt of it with no serious injuries, so he was able to get up and come across the line on 2 wheels. In the women's Pro 1-2 race, we had 48 riders strong with $2,000 in premiums up for grabs, so we saw some great action there. There was a few attempts at breaks, but all in all, the group stayed together for a field sprint narrowly won by Kendall Ryan of Team Tibco. Over on the men's pro side, it was all Team Elevate KHS controlling the field for the entire race until it came down to a pack sprint with a really close finish. So pretty exciting stuff there. Brian Forbes put on quite a performance in the Masters Men 35 Plus category. Forbes held on all the way till the end and was almost caught, but the rest of the field ran out of real estate and Brian held on for the win. So pretty spectacular race there in the men's 35 plus Masters category. But of course the Cat 2 men really put on a great show with lots of breaks going out, lots of hard fought sprints for the preems, and some fantastic action and of course beautiful scenery. So a lot of fun at this year's Valley race. The 24 hours of the old Pueblo, a huge amount of action. It's incredible. That one pretty much the largest 24-hour race in the world. There's one other event that I can't forget that happened 2 weeks ago, and that was the BMX Nationals at Black Mountain BMX in North Phoenix. If you've never been out to a national level BMX race, it is absolutely incredible. Age groups from young kids as young as 4 years old all the way up to professional adults. And I'll tell you what, those pro riders, both male and female, seeing those guys ride is like seeing ballet. It is so smooth, it is so fluid, and it is art in motion on a bicycle. So I highly recommend you guys heading out to one of the BMX tracks and at least checking it out one night. You've got three major tracks in the Valley area to choose from. There's Chandler BMX, BMX in Goodyear, and then of course Black Mountain BMX in North Phoenix. And we've also got tracks in Kingman, down in Tucson, all over the state. So make sure you get out and check out some of the BMX racing because it is amazing and it's also a lot of fun. Last weekend was Avondale Crit Series #2, and over the Masters Men Cat 1, 2, 3, 4 race 35 plus. You had Brian Forbes coming off of his crit win at the Valley of the Sun stage race, taking the win once again. He and triathlete Lewis Elliott actually lapped the field, came in 1 and 2, so pretty exciting there. Over on the men's 5 side, you had Philip Momber and Michael Dirtland of Fleming Well Strategies coming in 1 and 2 there, as well as in our women Cat 4-5, Sasha Johnson from Team Santini USA taking a win there. So congratulations to all those riders at the Carlos O'Brien's Avondale Crit Series #2. Now, I also heard we had a little race in Kingman, but I didn't find out much about it. So those of you guys in Western Arizona, keep us posted on what's going on. Send me a link or information over at joshmallthevoice@gmail.com so I can help everyone else keep up with what's going on in the racing world here in Arizona because there's so much going on. It's crazy. So I got to say, guys, the last couple weeks for me were pretty fun because Scott Paulzell, the Specialized rep, loaned me a Stump Jumper FSR 6 Fatty bike to use for a couple weeks and just give a little test ride of, and I really enjoyed that. I actually got out to McDowell Mountain Park to do a little pre-riding for the Cactus Cup coming up March 10th through 12th, and it was absolutely beautiful out there. So if you haven't been out there to ride yet this year, I really encourage you to get out. It is so green right now in the desert. It's absolutely amazing. You've got to see it. So let's go on to what's coming up next for March. Of course, we got the Cactus Cup coming up March 10th through 12th. And that is going to be really, really exciting. I'll be out there. There's going to be a lot of you guys coming out. We got live music, tons of prizes. Specialized is coming out with a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. So if you haven't yet signed up for the Cactus Cup, you need to do that. Now that's kind of taking over the framework of the old Fat Tire 40, but bringing back something from a really long time ago, which of course was the original Cactus Cup. So I strongly recommend you guys coming out and joining us at McDowell Mountain Park March 10th through 12th. So let's head on over to swsportsreg.com and see what other events we have coming up here for the rest of March. This weekend coming up on the 5th, you've got the Hungry Dog Criterium by Paragon Cycling. Also on the 10th, you've got the Muscleman Honda Criterium put on by Stonehouse, powered by Monster Media. Then, of course, the Flapjack Flats Time Trial. Now, time trial, guys, I don't want to leave you guys out. There's a lot of great time trial events out there, and road racers and mountain bikers. If you've never done a time trial, I'll tell you what, mountain bikers, you're going to love it because it's very similar. Just imagine mountain bike race pace without the technical stuff. So it allows you to kind of focus on really pushing yourself right to the limit, but not going over the edge. So those time trial races we have here in Arizona are absolutely fantastic. On March 12th, we got the Colossal Cave Road Race by Sabino Cycles. That's going to be a good one as well. Now, March 25th, the NBAA number 4, White Tanks Whirlwind at White Tanks Regional Park. Absolutely beautiful out there. It's going to be super lush with all this rain we've been having, and the course is going to be in fantastic shape. So we hope you guys can join us for that one. And then, of course, on the 25th, you've also got the, looks like the 6th Annual Nogales Bicycle Classic put on by Circles of Peace. So lots of stuff going on. Of course, don't forget the Specialized Cactus Cup. Now we're going to have a raffle contest. If you bring out your old nostalgia stuff, you got any Specialized Cactus Cup related stuff, bring it out. You can win some prizes. It's going to be really cool. Now, first weekend of April is going to be a big one. You got Prickly Pedal on April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. It's just postponed. But that's going to be a good one. Then on April 2nd, you've got the Arizona Mountain Bike State Championships. You can find all the info on Facebook and over at swsportsreg.com on that. So those of you wanting those USAC points and rankings and that title, you're going to want to sign up for that. So check that out now and get signed up. Now, for March, guys, I need my Athlete of the Month. So if you have any suggestions, put them down in the comments. Email me at joshmallthevoice@gmail.com and let me know who would be great for that. In the meantime, guys, I got to be up in a few hours to head out to California for a big Porsche event. So we'll get some footage up on the YouTube channel of that because it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited. And I've got to get to bed, guys. So happy Thursday, and we'll see you guys all real soon. Have a good one.